What's up, what's up, what's up? I'm back again. Today is May 10th, 2026. I'm overly tired. Crazy week. Or crazy past couple days. Today's Mother's Day. I'm cooking a sausage right now. I'm eating breakfast for dinner. But yeah, last week was crazy. Well, not last week, but the past couple days. We had a couple record-breaking days at the job. We had like over 16 people come, 1,600 people come in the past 2 days. It's been crazy, man. It's been absolutely crazy. Last Thursday, I met MC Light at Alicia Butterfield's event with Dave Brown, Alicia Butterfield, BET Experience, and Dr. Lynn Richardson. MC Light and I, we made a bet. She was like, yeah, she was at the Grammy Museum. She told me she was there like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, nah. No way you was there a couple weeks ago. So we made a bet, and now I got to take her to dinner. So that's something that's pretty cool. Didn't have that on my list of bingo card. My 2026 bingo card. I didn't have it on my 2026 bingo card. So that's pretty cool. And then Friday. The day after that was in Malibu, by the way. Shout out to Alicia Butterfield and Dave Brown. Shout out to Shy. They put on a great event. We put on a great event. And so the next day was the Gala, Hall of Fame Gala, Grammy Museum. Had their Hall of Fame Gala. Or Gala, whatever it's called. And it was great, bro. I went up there and Langston is my driver, one of my drivers, and I think he's, not to be like, I think he's the coolest one, not to point favorites or have favorites or whatever, but he's probably the coolest one. And yeah, so he picked me up from work, and he was like, yeah, bro, like, how you feel? I was like, bro, I didn't have a tie. I went to the gala without a tie on. AJ sent my tie in an Uber because I left my tie at the crib. And he was like, yeah, sent it in an Uber. Uber calls me while I'm at work, and I'm like, I don't see you. Like, you're not where you saying you are, because I can see, like, when people pull up. So Uber pulls off with my tie and a chicken thigh, or some chicken thighs or whatever AJ sent from Fixins. And so I'm tripping out. I'm like, bro, ain't no way I'm about to go to this gala without a tie. Y'all tripping. So my coworker like, hey, just go to the Nordstrom right there when you get off. Just go to the Nordstrom when you get off. I'm like, all right, cool. I go to the Nordstrom. So it's a Nordstrom there. It's H&M. And I go, and I'm like, all right, bet. Go down to Nordstrom. They don't have no ties. They have ties. None of the ties were black. I'm wearing a black and white suit. None of the ties were black. On top of none of the ties being black, they didn't have any bow ties. I wanted to wear a bow tie. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not tripping. I go up. I go to Zara. I'm like, bruh, Zara got to have some bow ties. Cool. I went to Zara. I'm like, hey, how you doing? If y'all have any bow ties. She points. She says, those are all the ties we had. They had like one tie. Whatever, bro. I'm like, all right, cool. H&M, Old Faithful. Go into H&M. Walk around them up because they didn't have no ties at all. I said, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. So I walk out. And I'm walking, and so AJ was like, bro, I just DoorDash you a tie, no problem. So I'm like, bruh, I'm looking on the DoorDash app at this point because I was like, bruh, I should have just I got the tie DoorDashed, bruh. So I'm walking and I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna just DoorDash me a tie, and I'm gonna get the tie, and I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm looking on DoorDash. I see Target. Target. I'm not getting no tie from Target. I'm not shopping at Target at all. I would have shopped at Five and Below for a clown tie before I shopped at Target. So I'm like, bruh, I'm sorry. I'm going tieless. Because one thing I'm not doing is shopping at Target. So, long story short, I get to the gala. I'm tieless. Shout out to Sean and Serene. I went back to the job, and it was like, bro, you look alright. You look alright. So I'm like, alright, bet. Sean talking about ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of taco meat. I ain't got no taco meat. Got this little one strand. You want like right there? Is it? Anyway, so I'm like, alright, bet. So I pull up to the gala, and I see Donovan from UFC. He was there, and Darche was there. I was just walking around and stuff like that. I go to the bar, and I walk in, and I look at this dude behind me, and I say, "You ain't got no tie on." I laugh because I'm like, bruh, I was telling Langston how pissed I was about not having no tie. And I walk in and barely anybody has on a tie, and I felt so much better. I got me a bourbon sour, some lemonade, and then we had a great time at the gala. It was a nice gala. I walk in and I sit down. I see Yana. Yana was sitting down. Yana and I just chopped it up for a second. I was like, okay, all right, I'm about to go to the red carpet. She says, okay. So I go into the red carpet, and it's nobody there. Like, I think this is like towards when everybody was walking into the actual event. And I'm walking, take my pictures and whatnot. They get my name. And then I see Roxy Diaz. If you know me, you know that I've been building the platform for about 3 years now. And it's the top 10 hip-hop and R&B music video countdown show. And if you know history about music and countdown shows, 106 in Park was the last show. 10 years ago, 11 years ago now, that was created. Or that ended, rather. And Roxy Diaz was one of the last hosts on that show. So seeing her and talking to her felt like felt like a full circle moment. I DM'd her in 2020. When did I DM her? I DM'd her in like 2024. And I was like, hey, I'm looking for, like, I'm telling her what I started or what I'm starting. I'm like, I really would love for you to give me some guidance or some like feedback, you know? And so this was July. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't know how you do that. Wouldn't they be doing it on the... There you go. Maybe. Whatever. This is July 9th, 2024. Fast forward 2 years later, and this is us on the red carpet. Let me see if I can pull it up. Fast forward 2 years later. This is us. I don't know. Yeah. It's just like, just show up, bro. Just show up, bro. Just be there, you know. Shout out to Michael Sticker, Harvey Mason Jr., the museum for putting it on. But it's just like, bro, just show up. And now she knows. Shout out to Cam Parsons too. He reiterated it to her, so she didn't take me serious. Him telling her, it's like a great thing. But yeah, that was my Thursday, Friday. My Saturday, I was at work all day. Sunday, I've been at work all day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. If you see this, if you're watching this on Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the women in my life that are mothers, including my mother, my older sister, and now my little sister. It's crazy to say that. But yeah, that's it. That's all. And so my last video, I was talking about the Esther fast. And if you don't know what the Esther fast is, it's a 3-day fast. And you don't drink any food. You don't drink anything to drink, and you don't have any food. And the Esther fast is a reset. So Esther in the Bible, she was basically preparing for something, and she was fasting because she was preparing for something. And it's like an eye-opening fast, because you really see how much you don't need. Not even from a nutritional standpoint. Don't do that too long. Going out with food and water too long. But from a capacity standpoint, when I do the fast, it's also no social media and no unneeded conversations. And when I wake up during the fast, it's like I'm used to reaching for my phone for Instagram or Twitter, or that's really all I use. But now it's just like, okay, like I need to close this door. It's a fly in here now. But now at that point, it was just like, okay, like I don't need this stuff, and it feels great, and it's a great reset. And you sit and you talk to God, and you tell him what you want, you tell him what you need, and you sit in silence majority of the time. And when you get hungry, you pray, and when like times get hard, you pray, and it just shows you how much you can handle. And people be like, oh, nah, I can't do that. But when you do it, it's just like, this is my 3rd time doing the Esther fast. And every time I do the Esther fast, I find out something new about myself. Whether it be what drives me crazy, or whether it be what I need to hone in on, And I think that the Esther fast is... it's amazing. And what I haven't done, or what I didn't do well, was journal it or keep track of it, because I was just there. Like I was just in the moment. And you understand what God really does need from you. And I think that after your Esther fast, you should not move too fast. I feel it now that I moved way too fast after the fast, but I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. I didn't recognize it now, but reflection is important. When I talk about spirituality or supernatural stuff, my eyes get watery. I don't know, like it's not like real tears, but something in my psyche, just my brain just correlates supernatural with tears. I don't know where tears come from or whatever, but I just like tears just fall from my eyes. Really, really weird. Like I'm not sad or mad or happy, or like I'm just here, and hopefully that's a good thing in my future. I don't know, like tears of joy, hopefully. But yeah, so Um, the Esther fast really opens up your mind to what God is telling you to do. And if you want to know what God is telling you to do the Esther fast. You'll know exactly what's holding you back. You won't know what to do, but you'll know what's holding you back, which will prompt you to do something else, if that makes sense. Like, if you're driving and a road closes, then obviously you should go another way. You know? And I think that's what the Esther fast does. It gives you a sense of direction. Because you think about the things that you are like going through a lot during the Esther fast. And shout out to Honesty. She's the reason that I did the fast this time. We were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I think I should be doing the fast right now. And she was like, hey, this is your sign. And a day later, I was doing it. So, yeah. If you have any questions about the Esther fast, then just hit me up. I mean, or I don't know. Just reach out, whatever. When you finish the Esther fast, make sure throughout your journaling and your writing and everything else like that, and when you finish the Esther fast, make sure your first meal is worth it. Don't get a meal to get a meal. If you're in the fast at 3 a.m., just wait. Wait and get something that fulfills you. You know? And don't rush it. Don't rush it. When you eat, it'll be hard to swallow. When you drink, it'll hurt. But that's like a new skin, new set of whatever being ripped apart. You know? I don't know why I'm sniffling so much, bro. I did get sick last week. It was horrible. Early last week, I was like fighting for my life. But yeah. Be patient with yourself, especially during the Esther fast. Journal, pray, do work, sleep well, repeat. Talk to God. Give yourself some grace. But yeah, I haven't been doing my video logs because I was sick, and then I'm making excuses. I'm blaming the birds. I ain't been doing my logs. Alright, so what? You know, bite me. But nah, I'm back. It may not be every day, but I'm gonna for sure check in. Time for the wave is currently at 12,488 minutes. No, 12,488 hours, 53 minutes, 26 seconds, and counting. Excuse me. This is the first time I plugged up a microphone for the wave. Still going. 12,000 hours later. 40 hours. Escape calling. But yeah, that's just checking in with y'all. You know, I got my passport. I'm gonna show y'all that in the next video probably. But I ain't got my passport the other week. Bro, I hate trading. Cause like when I trade, majority of my money be in my trading account. So I be having to ask my family. I'll be like, yeah, send me $100. I'll send it back to you in the morning. I swear. Send me $500. I get it back to you in the morning. I swear. I promise. I hate doing that, but I'm trying to make my trading account be like $10 million. And we are currently at like 2,300, 2,200, something like that. Cause I keep taking money out. I make money and then I gotta pay bills and not pay bills, but pay debt and everything else like that, bro. But I hate it. But that's what life is. No, it's not. Life is not paying debt and whatnot. That's what life. That's what I'm doing right now to get to the life I want. So we ain't even worrying about no debt. We only got good debt. But right now I got bad debt. So trying to get it done. That's it. That's all. But this video 22 minutes. If you got all the way to this point, who are you? And why are you watching me, bro? Just kidding. I appreciate the love and support. It's always greatly appreciated. But until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. Summer's almost here. We heating up, bro. Heating up. It's cool. I love it. All glory be to God. Till next time.